Wonderful, great, yay afternoon. I was watching a video, trying to get this thing straight. I was watching a video and it was so disturbing, man. Excuse my nakedness. I'm gonna show y'all how to build a fence door so easy. You need to get this bracket. This is what's gonna make it so easy for you. Get this bracket at Lowe's, I think Home Depot too. YouTube it, show you how to use it. Take you about 20, 30 minutes to get the basic framing done on a door, fence door. And it could be a cabin door, any type of door. Just get this right here. This is all you need right here. You could damn near build a house just with this. And it comes with the hinges and everything. Anyhow, I was watching a video, man, so disturbing. The dude said about 67 people, 60 something people own all the wealth in the world. About 60 something people have all the wealth in the world. I'm like, that don't make no goddamn sense. I gotta get my body, my dad bod together, get my athletic bod back. I'm like, this don't make no sense. How 60 something people own most of the wealth in the world? It just don't make no sense. Um, so for the most part, what we're dealing with is uh very narcissistic society as a whole. And 50 Cent, he said it. He said, these people, I'm talking about in the world, they own 67 people own most of the wealth in the world. I think it's like whatever 7, 8 billion people in the world. They own the same thing that 7, 8 billion people own. 67 people own the same thing. So if 6 to 7 billion people own whatever trillions and trillions of dollars, those same trillions and trillions of dollars are owned by about 60 something people. Okay. And I'm like, I need to talk about this because y'all are out here doing basically whatever these people tell you to do. Okay. These are the people that you're basically doing whatever they tell you to do and following whatever they tell you to follow, whatever religion, whatever politics, whatever everything they tell you to follow. These are the people that y'all are following. Okay, y'all not really paying attention to building y'all own wealth, to building y'all own anything. Whatever these people say or do, or got agenda about Democrat, Republican, about independent, about anything, whatever these so-called elites or whatever got in the agenda for y'all to do, y'all just follow. Okay? And I'm here to tell y'all, stop following that bullshit. Stop following that bullshit. Start building your own wealth. Start building your own billions and trillions of dollars. Don't worry about no Democrat, Republican stuff anymore. I do talk about it sometimes, but if you notice, I don't talk about it a lot. I don't get too political a lot because I know at the end of the day, it's all bullshit. They're all working on the same side, and I definitely see that now because Trump doing with the tariff stuff, that's all to crash the stock market and make it go back up, crash it again, make it go back up. That's all that was for. All right. And those of you that know what was going on, we profited off of that. Okay, we profited off of that. All right. I'm not mad at Trump or any of the elites for doing what they do, but I'm just telling y'all, you need to stop with the bullshit of hating on each other, trying to kill each other over dumb shit. You need to stop with the. There's just so many dumb shit, man. Y'all just need to stop. It's just so many dumb shit. Y'all just need to stop. Period. Okay. It's about 7, 8 trillion people on the planet. And the creator of the balance universe put enough resources here for all of us to basically live and um, co-mingle with no problems. Okay, it's not. We're not running out of anything. We're not running out of toilet paper. We're not running out of anything. Okay, there's absolutely nothing we're running out of. What you guys need to realize is that out of all the hold on, out of all the money in the world, you have access to at least 3 million of it. If you take all the people in the world, okay, and if you take all the money that's circulating in the world, every one of us should be sitting on about $3 million. All right, every one of us should be sitting on about $3 million. Let me put this one first. All right, which means that if you get off your ass and start grinding and busting your ass doing whatever you need to do to get to this $3 million, you can have it. Okay, you can literally have it. Okay, and I'm telling y'all, I'm doing it. Okay, I'm getting my bag. I'm not gonna make nobody stop me from getting my bag. Um, I'm telling y'all, all you have to do is first get your piece of land. Okay, get you a piece of land. Okay, get you a piece of land. Pay off your land. Okay, this is what most people need to do because most people can't buy it cash. Once you pay off your land, okay, I show you guys how to basically leverage that land to get a loan. It don't matter your credit, it don't matter any of that stuff. I show you guys how to leverage the land, okay? And banks rather you have land than credit. I did a whole video on it. They rather you have land than credit. This is the tricky part here. Getting this to balance out and even so you can get these screws in preferably is ideal when you're doing this part. Okay? This don't make no sense, man. 60 something people own all this wealth. That's enough wealth that all they need, I think 50 Cent said all they need to do is take about 10% of their wealth. Each of them take about 10% of their wealth. Okay, they be out here trying to get our 33%. All they need to do is take 10% of their wealth and they could eradicate poverty in the whole world. Not America, the whole world. They could eradicate that shit. They could eradicate anything they want in the whole world. Crime, poverty, health issues, AIDS, any disease, anything. All this money they be trying to get from y'all, talking about donate to cancer and this and that. Man, y'all stop doing that shit. Okay? Let these motherfuckers that, dang, ah, let these motherfuckers got all the money in the world. Let them donate to cancer and all these dang whatever. Because you need your $2 to buy you some land. Okay? I go to the grocery store, they always ask me, do I want to donate? I said, hell no. It's a freaking scam. I gotta donate to my own investments. Alright? Not to say if somebody needs help or needs your help or somebody basically, you know, out here struggling, you don't help them. But I'd rather help somebody like that than help these dang organizations that everybody already know they ain't nothing but scams. All right, everybody already know these organizations are nothing but scams. fight diseases that they created. Okay, imagine these motherfuckers that created cancer, AIDS, all this shit. That recent virus in 2020, and they want you to donate your money to fix the problem. That's like Oprah Winfrey and what's his name, The Rock, was begging people for donations for the fires that happened, and people cuss their ass out. You rich ass motherfuckers, look at that perfection, perfection. Now all I gotta do is put my planks up. People cuss their ass out. You mean to tell me you rich motherfuckers got all this money? You out here asking poor people for they few little change in dollars? Man, I was so happy when everybody got at The Rock and Oprah Winfrey, two fucking millionaires out here asking people for donations, asking people for donations to help other rich people. Man, that shit was crazy. That shit was crazy. Out here asking for donations to help other rich people. I'm telling you, y'all need to stop sipping the goddamn Kool-Aid, and y'all need to realize what the fuck is going on out here. All right. I know most people believe, oh, it don't matter if you own land, they gonna take it anyway, and you gotta pay taxes and all that bullshit. Well, motherfucker, do what uh do what this dude Scar in the Woods and that other brother Yashua doing. They just went out on some public land or whatever land they on, and they just started building their own little houses out of the wood on that land. Do like what they do. Ain't nobody telling you to necessarily buy land, but y'all need to get. I'm telling y'all to get out the system. That's what I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all to get out the system. I'm at an Airbnb. I'm helping to fix up. Like, these people here got this Airbnb, and they making money, man. They only charge $45 a night for the room, and it's what a 5-bedroom, but they renting out 1, 2, 3, 4 of the bedrooms. So imagine, and they booked every night. So imagine $200 a night, almost $200 a night. After Airbnb fees, call it $150 a night times 30 nights. That's $4,000 a month. You're making off one house, your utilities, and everything might come up to about $2,000-3,000 a month. You know, you walking away with $1,000 a month. You know. So you could do the same thing with land, make $1,000 a month off your land. Y'all get in a mastermind, I'll show y'all how to do it, man. Y'all get out the system, man. The only 3 people got it right. Let me tell y'all, the only 3 groups got it right. Number 1, the Amish. That's why I tell you, I idolize the Amish more than I idolize Nation of Islam, because they completely off the system. They don't have no city water, city lights. They make their own food. They grow their own food. They women don't have no jobs in the system. Like, they have nothing to do with the system except get money out the system. They build y'all sheds and whatever y'all need built, and y'all buy it from them. That's the only thing they do with the system, is get money out the system. They don't put nothing back in the system except for their labor and stuff. They don't sell anything. I mean, they don't buy anything from the system. They don't buy like pesticides or nothing from the system. They don't buy tools from the system to turn around and do what they need to do to sell it back to you. No, they make their own tools. They make their own pesticides. They make their own everything. They make their own jars. They make their own everything. And so everything they make is 100% profit that they make from the system. The Amish people, I need to do a whole video about the Amish. I know they have other issues, incest and all kind of shit, but I'm talking about the way they live. The Amish is the number 1 way everybody needs to be like. Number 2, Nation of Islam. They halfway in, halfway out. They got their own food, farms, religion. They got their own everything, but they drive the cars from the system. They use the water and electric from the system. They halfway in, halfway out. The Amish got their own transportation. They got their own everything, right? They on horse and buggy. Number 3, that they pretty much in the system, but at least they don't work the system get them money is the so-called Native Indians. We know they're not the real Native Indians, but they definitely in the system, right? And then there's everybody else. That's just complete fucking slaves out here getting up 9 to 5 working. The so-called Native Americans don't have to work, out here buying food in the grocery stores. Okay, the Nation of Islam and the Amish don't have to buy food in the grocery stores. Out here driving the cars that and everything else, the houses, living in the houses that the system provides, and schools, public schools, everything the system provides. The Amish don't, and the Nation of Islam don't do public schools or nothing like that. All right, everybody fucking out here else is a slave, like big time slave. Okay, but only 3 groups got it right. Again, so-called Amish, Nation of Islam, and so-called what they call it, Native Americans. But number 1 is the Amish. All right, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all. I seen a homeless lady the other day. She was just sitting there, and I was overwhelmed that yay. Y'all call it day, I call it yay. And I was like, wow, this lady is she don't have a care in the world, nothing to worry about. She could go hustle up $100 right now and get on a bus and go to LA, go to the West Coast, go anywhere she want. When I look at homeless people, I'm like Donald Trump. Donald Trump said he saw a homeless man and he was like, wow, right now this homeless man is worth more than me. Because at that time, Donald Trump was going through his bankruptcies. He was negative how many billions of dollars. And that homeless man was probably at zero or negative a couple $100, few $1,000, whatever. But when I look at homeless people, I'm like, these are people that can just start from scratch. They don't have no worries, no nothing. They could just do like Scar in the Woods or the other brother Yashua and go live in the woods somewhere, build a house, start a YouTube channel, social media, make money off the social media, and live their life. Like, be honest with y'all, that is what most people need to do. Start a social media. Okay, most people just need to start a social media, start living off grid, doing shit like this, and basically filming it and making money. Okay, and get out the fucking system, man. There's like y'all are out here literally perpetuating the system. The system runs because 60-something people own most of the wealth in the world, not in America, in the world. 60-something people own most of the wealth in the world because of us, because of people that are slaves. Not even because of the Amish, not even because of the Nation of Islam, not even because of the so-called Native Americans. Everybody else, y'all complain about the system, but y'all the one perpetuating the system. Everybody else, excuse my language, I hope I don't offend nobody. Everybody else is like somebody that has battered woman syndrome, right? You get beat up, but you love your abuser. Okay, you love your abuser because you love security. You want to be fucking comfortable. You like to know when you walk down the fucking street, somebody bother you, you could call the police. You like to know if you put your money in a bank and the bank don't have your fucking money, you could call the FTC or whatever. You love fucking security and being comfortable, and that shit is not real security. It's fake fucking security. I keep telling y'all that done lived 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 working years, done built all this stuff up and lost it because you had to have surgery or something, or somebody stole it from you. Those of you that lost your 401ks and shit like that, y'all know what I'm talking about. I just met 2 people recently. One lady, she lost her mother and father, and she's like, God, I had to take care of my mother and father at the end of their life, and I had to give away everything they had. She said she had to give away everything they had. My mother and father bought all this fucking material things, furniture, all this shit. She gave away everything but the properties. Everywhere but the property. And then she said she wished her mother and father had only left land, because that way she wouldn't have to worry about fixing up the fucking houses. Her mother and father left all this land, and now she got to sit there. Her mother and father left all these houses, and now she got to sit there and figure out how to fix all these houses up. Now she got to sit there and figure out how to fix all these houses up. One contractor robbed her father before he died and got some money, and then never came back. Did a little bit of the work, got the deposit like they normally do, get half the money, and never came back and finished the work. All right. She's like, God, Dragon, so glad I found you. Learning about land. I want to sell all these houses and just take these $200,000, whatever I get, and just buy land. You're right. You are absolutely right. You can build the same equity just by buying up the land. Okay? Anyhow, guys, I'm telling you, man, get in the mastermind. Get in the mastermind. Get in the mastermind. 754-229-0940. I'm trying to help y'all get out the goddamn system, man. I'm trying to help y'all get out this freaking system. Get out the system. You are wasting your health. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your energy. You don't need to buy Louis, Gucci, Versace every 5 minutes. You don't need to be out here flogging and showing off. You don't need to be out here buying the most fanciest cars. You know, you give me $1 billion right now, yeah, nobody would never know. I'm gonna drive the same old pickup truck, the same old jeans, cowboy hat, shoes. Everything gonna be the same. Okay, I'm not even going to fancy restaurants like that. I eat so healthy. My health has improved 1,000%. I probably have the health of an 18-year-old. Okay, um, um, y'all don't realize all that food y'all eating at Grand Lux and Cheesecake Factory and whatever fancy fucking restaurants is killing you. It's killing you. The actual best food is food you grow yourself. That's the best quality food is food you grow yourself. Y'all think because y'all at these fancy restaurants, this fancy fucking food, that goddamn it, you rich and nobody else could afford it, and everybody else is fucking dumb because they can't afford this the fucking cheap ass food that they selling you at $100, $200 a plate. Okay, they really selling you some cheap ass food, chemical ass food for $100, $200 a plate. Okay, and y'all just buying this shit up. I could go take $2, get me some seeds somewhere, and grow the healthiest food ever. Y'all taking fucking $200 and going out and buying poison. Poison yourself, your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your offsprings. Just fucking poisoning yourselves. Ah, why did I do that? What's gonna be easier? Y'all out here fucking poisoning yourselves. Okay? Killing yourselves working. Okay? All this dumb shit y'all doing. And it's costing y'all more money and your health. The real life, the real health, okay, comes from growing your own food. The best life is a life where you're not stressed out. Not a life where you got $100 million in the bank. And I'm not telling nobody to not try to get $100 million. All I'm saying is that's not actually the best life. Anyhow, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I love y'all. Get out the system. I'll show you how to do it. $300 and $900 down. Buy you some land. 754-229-0940. Love you. Peace.